September 18th, 2015, NWA Vendetta Pro Wrestling returns to the Radisson Square Garden. That's the Radisson of Santa Maria, California, for those not in the know. With September to Remember 2015. And I remember September to Remember last year. Let me rewind you. Let me take you back in time to Vendetta-versary 2014. Vendetta-versary, five years in existence. A big, a huge, a stupendous event. It was that night I, along with my tag team partner, took on NWA Western States Tag Team Champions, the Billiard Brothers, for those tag titles inside the steel cage. And that night I did what I knew I had to do. I flew off that top of that cage and I squished the damn Billiard Brothers. I spilled my blood, sweat, and tears. And that night I won the NWA Western States Tag Team Championships. Now what's that have to do with September to Remember? Let me fast forward to September to Remember 2014. Commissioner Joseph Duncan knew that my partner decided he didn't want to be a part of Vendetta Pro anymore. He decided he was either too good or had disagreements with management or whatever it was. He turned his back on me and his brother. Hey, it's all good in the hood. But it was that night the Billiard Brothers decided to stick their nose in my business once again. They couldn't see me just hand over those tag titles. They had to have those tag titles ripped from my hands. And they got their wish. They got those titles taken away from me. But I'm still a fighting man, and I still wanted to compete. I took on Tyler Bateman. And it took 7 people. Yes, 7. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 7 individuals to take me out. Billiard Brothers, Tyler Bateman, Rays, some green spewing mist manager, a dumb referee, and an even dumber crooked timekeeper who can't even tell when a 3 count has been counted. It was that night I realized I didn't have any more friends. I didn't have anyone watching my back. And it was that night I declared no more friendships. No one having my back. I was going to do the Sioux from that point on. I guess that resonated with Commissioner Duncan. It resonated with him so much he decided to give me an opportunity to enter the most unique professional wrestling division. That is the Tri-Force. Every match is a 3-way dance. Come January, when I took on Vintage Dragon and then Champion Jeckles, I failed. But then again, with that failure, it was that same referee who couldn't see that my arm was under the rope. That 3 count should have never mattered. But calmer heads prevailed. And I fought, and I scratched, and I clawed all the way until Vendetta-versary 2015. Chupacabra and NWA Vendetta Pro Tri-Force Champion Jeckles and Sunami walked into Vendetta-versary. And it was that night I finally got what was my due. And that is this. The NWA Vendetta Pro Tri-Force Championship. And this is a championship that means more to me than all my titles combined. Why? Because I knew I did this on my own, and I have to fight on my own. This title is the most difficult for one reason. You always have 2 adversaries. Jeckles, you're adversary number 1. Come September to Remember 2015, Jeckles the Jester, you get your rematch. You get your shot at this championship, this title that you held so dearly. A championship that you had brought to new heights. And along with Jeckles, it'll be the golden boy Dylan Drake. Now Dylan Drake, I've known you a long time. This is going to be the first time you and I have ever stepped in the ring together now, isn't it? Is it because you've been afraid of Sunami? Or is it because you thought you were too good for Sunami? Come hell or high water, Vendetta-versary, I became the champion. And I ain't leaving September to Remember without it. I ain't leaving any Vendetta Pro event without this. No longer am I looking out for anybody else. No longer is anyone looking out for my back. Hashtag do the Sue. Oh, shell yeah.